Okay, here we are. We're at Domino here. Thanks very much for allowing us to do training video. We're down about 13 seconds. You'll notice something from the start. The record was dull before. It was like a grayish. It was shiny but gray color because it was coated with some cleaning agent. Vacuum dried most likely. Now very shiny. Okay, let's take the record out and wobble it. So we no longer have to do anything with the spray. Why? Because there was no more white material coming out. And you'll see here, and I'll rotate it, only a couple of droplets left. That's it, only a couple of droplets left. So what I do is I use the optician's cloth. This is a cloth made for Leica telescopes. It comes with your system. And we polish the record. So basically all we're doing is we're removing the surface water. That's it. Then with the 10 micron fiber parastatic felt, I'm now going to polish the groove. So I go just like a windshield wiper in a car. Okay, I'm just polishing the groove. Okay, this is done this side. Flip over. Again, few water droplets. Everyone knows that with the other systems that you've used, if you stop the drying process, you'll see pools and sheets of water on the record. We don't have this in our case because remember, the record and the water negative charge. They repel each other. So all I'm doing is removing the surface water, what's left, doing a little polish. And then now I again use the parastatic felt to just get into the groove. Groove sizes are bottom 6 microns to about 30-35 microns. So at 10 microns I am hitting most of the recorded material. And all I'm doing is just polishing it. It really doesn't do much because you remember water and records repel each other. But this now is ready for us to bring over to the turntable, and we're going to do two things. We're going to apply a mist of the ionizing agent on a brush, on a clean dry brush, to change the charge of the record to repel dust. So it keeps your needle clean because it repels dust as the record turns in the turntable. I'll do both sides as you'll see, and then we either put the record away, store it, or play it. Now, we've done 5-minute cycles with this record. You don't have to do this again, ever. The release agent is gone. But we all touch records, we all will leave oil. Depending on how many times you play the record, you may want to do a 2-minute cycle in the machine once every 3 years, once every month. Depends on how often you play the record. So remember also, when you play a record, you play it once a day per side. Because as the needle goes across the record, you're changing and you're adding heat to the record. And the grooves will change in its form. So by having only one side per record played per day, we allow the record's grooves and the release agent that's now removed, but the plastic, now to go back to rest position. And rest position is the position that the stamper made. So if you're going to go to audio shows and want to play this record because it's your favorite in the Gryphon's studio, Jeff Rowland's studio, Audio Notes studio, Triode's studio, you bring 4 copies of the record. So record number 1, copy 1 in one studio, record number 2, copy number 2 in the second. You don't want to play that record over and over again. And I can tell when we restore the record that this, as a matter of fact here, you can see here, this is grayer here, more gray, and more gray. What does that mean? Someone played this song, this song, this song more than the rest of the record immediately after each other. So they played that song maybe 2 times or 3 times immediately, the same day. So I can tell that on records. You know, here, I don't have that. I have the last song. Someone played the last song and this one here, more than the rest of the record. So that's what happens if you play the record more than once. Okay.